Hello and welcome to World Business Report. I'm David Harper. Coming up, we find out how China is coping with another round of coronavirus lockdowns. How is Africa being hit with the reduction in food supplies caused by the Ukraine conflict? Now, after around 2 years of battle against Covid-19, many believe, or at least hope, that the world is now on the home straight of the pandemic. Much as that might be convenient for a business world that wants to avoid further restrictions and get back to work, the realities of the coronavirus are different. As parts of the globe are abandoning restrictions, areas of China are back in lockdown in the face of rising case numbers. It's affecting the northeastern region of Jilin and also the southern city of Shenzhen, which is a key manufacturing centre. Andy Xie is an independent economist based in Shanghai. He explained what was happening.
Obviously, the top two cities, Shanghai and Shenzhen, are shut down. This time, the lockdown is implemented differently. It's a kind of a rolling lockdown, and the government will suddenly shut down, lock down a compound, and getting people to test twice within 48 hours. If nobody is positive, then the compound will be opened. So it's, in a way, it sounds better than last time. But if there is one person tested positive, the whole compound is locked down for 14 days.
I mean, this has been quite, I imagine, quite disruptive at a time when the country, in fact, all countries, have been trying to come back from the pandemic and try and push forward. This must have been a real devastating blow to a lot of people.
Yeah, I think obviously we're experiencing schools closing again. So it affects families to a great extent. And you go out and some of the supermarkets are closed because the workers have been locked down and they cannot come to work. So in terms of the service sector, the disruption is imaginable. It's very severe. At the same time, because Omicron goes very fast, so the difference this time is that even factories get locked down. Then you have logistics hubs get locked down. So it is affecting the manufacturing sector a lot.
You mentioned the manufacturing sector. This is affecting some of the regions of China which are really essential to the tech industry.
Yeah, Shenzhen is in particular, the loss. We're talking about tens of billions of dollars in loss every day. That's what people are saying. Well, we can't verify that because it's early days. But overseas, you do see this supply chain problem is getting a bit worse. You know, the factories that are working in China producing goods, they are having trouble shipping the goods to the ports.
And we've heard an awful lot globally about tech shortages, about shortages of electronics, which is having a knock-on effect for the automotive sector as well as the tech sector. This is only going to make this problem worse, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The automobile production globally is down quite a lot compared to pre-pandemic. It's down over 20%. And you look at a container price from China to the west coast of the United States, the price is up like 8 times from 2,000 to 18,000 per box. So it really is a shock in price for consumer goods.
As we've seen a lot over the last couple of years, China has been devastated by the effects of the pandemic. When we see resurgences of the virus like this, is this really eroding people's confidence in being able to pull out of it?
Well, I think people, this time, I see a changing attitude. Last time, people didn't complain about lockdowns because it felt very serious, very life-threatening. This time, I do hear people complaining because the new variant is not like the original one. And in Shanghai, it's reporting like record highs, but numbers small by international comparison for a city official with 24 million people. But the issue is that only a small number, very small number of people who show symptoms. And we don't know how serious they are sick. But it appears that this is not so threatening. So people wonder if it's right that you look at other countries that it seems they kind of now they live with it. And should China go down that path also?
Andy Xie, an independent economist based in Shanghai, speaking to me earlier. That's about it for World Business Report. More online, bbc.com/news. From all of us here, thank you for joining us.